No, he's fine. No, we just subbed him at half time because we wanted to bring Scotty Barrett on, and so it was a tactical decision.
What was the thoughts behind that? Because Sam was having a hell of a first half.
Oh yeah, but when you've got the bench we've got, the thought behind it is that we can add something different to the game and change the picture a little bit, and yeah, happy with how it went too.
And what did Scott provide for you then in the position?
Oh, he's a good line out forward. He gives us a bit more line out, and he's good around the park, and yeah, he'd be starting in most teams, so he's a luxury to have, and you know we can push him into lock. So at that point, you know, you're looking to make sure that you've got people that are left with plenty in their engine if you get the opportunity to play in the semi-final.
Did you have any injury things after?
Just the one, Matty Todd has hurt that shoulder again, so we'll just have to see how he goes. It's probably unlikely he's going to be available, but everybody else is 100%.
What did he do?
Well, he dislocated it a wee while ago and got a bang on it yesterday, so have to wait and see.
Are we allowed to ask you about England today?
Oh, you can ask me whatever you want. Whether you get a response or not will be interesting.
Well, let's see how we go. Your thoughts on England? Have you had a chance to see their performance yesterday against Australia?
I've only seen a little bit. I haven't seen all of the game yet. They're a very good rugby side. They've come to this tournament after being hurt at the last one. And through that adversity, I think they've gone, and you know they're stronger because of it. They're desperate, and you know they're well coached. So it's going to be a mighty clash, and we're looking forward to it.
You talked last night about having the right experiences in the post-match press conference. You look at England and they haven't had, I guess, a lot of success recently at Rugby World Cups. You know Eddie really well though. Is he the kind of guy who can turn that into the positives for that particular?
Oh, he's done a fantastic job with them. You know, they've got a world record for most wins in Test rugby, along with ourselves. They've got a harder edge about them. So yeah, he's been part of a winning World Cup team with South Africa. He's had the disappointment of losing, obviously, to England when he was coaching Australia, but you know, to get to the final is being successful anyway, even if you don't win it. So he's got the ability to understand what's coming, and he'll share those with his management and coaching group and his playing group. And you know, we can't control any of that. What we can control is what we do, and it's about us pushing the reset button today and starting again. You know, whilst we're really, really happy with what happened yesterday, it's all amounts for nothing now. We've got, you know, it's a clean slate, and we just got to get back into our work and get excited by it, which I know we will be, and look forward to what will be a great challenge.
Steve, you talk about pushing the reset button, but what you do have over England is you won the last game. How much of an advantage is just the confidence, the momentum, DNA of that to your side?
Yeah, well, you know, again, don't want to be sounding rude or smart here, but we got told that about Ireland having the advantage over us, having won 2 out of the last 3, and we tried to say, look, that history is important, but it doesn't dictate the future. And you know, it's a clean slate. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past; it's what's going to happen on the night, and whoever comes out on top gets the chocolate of going to the final. The other team has to go and play, you know, the losers' final.
How do you maintain that level after such a strong performance?
Yeah, again, that's a really good question. It's one of the key things about sport, isn't it? Being able to repeat and repeat and repeat. And it's probably the hardest thing to do in sport, but one of the things we've strived to do the whole time we've been a group is to be better than we were the day before. Don't always achieve it, but if you strive to do that, then you give yourself an opportunity. And we know that if we aren't better, then we're not going to get what we want. So, it's pretty simple. Yeah, heard it. Got a text. Pardon? Yep. Same thing. I said, looking forward to seeing you, and win, lose or draw, we'll have a beer afterwards.
Do you guys have like rules of engagement? I mean, is there a point where you say, "Hey mate, look, I won't text you from this point on," or is it just mate being mates? You'll text them if you feel like.
Look, coaches, regardless of whether you're playing against their team or not, go through the same emotions and things, and you spend a lot of time in the same mental space, and like, it's a game of footy. It's not life or death. So the closer you are, the more you communicate, I think, because it's like when you play against your brother or your sister. It's important, but it's not life-threatening.
So is it actually the way you talk? You spoke with the Irish, and talk about Eddie, and I know there's other coaches as well in South Africa. You seem to have a pretty good relationship. Is there actually quite a strong coaching fraternity bond, maybe a little bit more closer than some of us may perceive at times?
Oh, definitely more than you guys perceive. I mean, you see some of the banter, which is really only to help promote the game, as being, these guys don't like each other, which couldn't be further from the truth. Like, rugby's a special game, and I think those of us that have been around for long enough understand the game's bigger than everybody else, and it's the game that's more important than all the coaches and all the players. And yes, those people are important because they create and write the stories about the game. But if we're true to the game, then those stories are always good ones. And one of the greatest things about the game is the camaraderie that you get, not only in your own team, but the camaraderie you get from being involved in a contest, which is called a test for a reason, because it's physical and mental, and sharing those moments and then moving on to the next one. And the game has been professional now for a wee while, but if you look back in time, and this is where I think history is important, when you look back in time, teams always shared those moments after the test matches together, and I think it's something that's really important that we don't lose.
Steve, Eddie's made a great impact in a lot of different countries here in Australia. As an opponent, what do you expect most of him?
Just his passion for the game. He loves the game, and he's got a work ethic second to none, and just about he did put himself in hospital in his hair. He worked that hard, but he just loves the game, and anyone that loves the game will get my support.
Steve, that last match, they talked about history. Was it last match against England? It was incredibly tight. It was just that one 10-1 decision. Is that like another wee reminder of their strengths and how tight and tough it can be?
Yeah, look, we know they're going to be tough. They're a good side. Like, you don't win 18 test matches in a row without being a good team, and the team that did that is basically the team he's got here. So he's tinkered around with them, and they're playing good footy, so they'll be confident, as we will be. We're playing well ourselves, and we just got to make sure, as a coaching group and management group, we create an environment where these guys can really express themselves come Saturday. So that's the task.
How important a role do your senior players who've been at World Cups before play in helping the younger guys reset and refocus for the week?
Yeah, well, our leaders will be important. We have a leaders meeting to start each week, and part of that is about getting what we need to be done. But it's the role of everybody, I think. It's an individual thing. When you talk about leaders, we're all leaders. Because the first thing we've got to do is lead ourselves, and then after you've been around a while, you get to lead a few other people as well. So each and every one of us has to reset the go button, and I'm, you know, starting with myself. I've got to make sure my feet are where they need to be and my head's where my feet are. And you know, it's important, as I said last night, to take the time to enjoy what's just happened. And for us, last night was a special night. Today's about recovery, and then Monday we you know, it's full on. We're back into work, and you know, so we get up and go to the meetings we have to go to, and we're there 100%.
Steve, we've got
Oh yeah, Steve. At times in the New Zealand play, it looks like the guys are almost reading each other when they pick up on a chance, and there's one little chance to score, and they'll be very good at finishing it off. Is there any way that's particularly trained, or is there something to that these other teams haven't had ever success in?
Look, I don't know if you can train it. I think it's a thing that comes with playing together and confidence and trust, really. I think like-minded people will look for opportunities. You know, it's interesting when, you know, there's a half a chance, everyone's geared for it, and therefore have the opportunities to take it if the skill factor is good enough, and we're very lucky that we've got skilled players.
Richard, did you have one?
Morning, Rich.
Just England's defence, 162 tackles, playing with about 35% ball. Does it have to change much with your attack, or you're always going to vary that compared to when you play on?
You might have to run me through that again because you've lost me.
Just their impressive defensive stats, just the way they were able to shut out
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, you know, attack wins games, but you know, so does defence. I mean, it's a two-edged sword, isn't it? And they're defending really, really well, and psychologically, I think when you don't be successful, and you know, I did watch the first part of it in Australia, hammered and haven't got no success, and when you don't get success, you can get frustrated. So obviously we can't afford to get frustrated when we're playing against them. If we're not having success, then we've just got to keep building the momentum and the pressure, and until we do. But you know, both sides I think are defending really, really well. Our own team's doing the same thing, so you know, it is going to be a big clash.
We'll take a couple more lines.
What were you thinking when your horse came around the turn yesterday, sort of with its nose in front of me?
It was interesting actually, because we were on our way to the walkthrough on the bus, and the bus is always dead quiet on walkthrough day, so I put these, Fozzie gave me his headphones, I put them on, and I'm watching on the Sky Go, and got a wee bit excited there. Come around the front, and he kicked actually. I thought, ooh, she's got a show here. And then we're 200 to go. I thought, we've still got a show. And then 100 to go. I thought, hang on, boy, hang on. But then they all came at him, and really proud of him. Like they broke track record. All four horses broke the. You know, he finished fourth, so all four of them broke the track record. And he actually started from barrier 12, so he had to do a bit more extra work than some of the others, but. Then I had a look at how much we got paid for running fourth, and reasonably happy about that. So,
You're full of admiration for coaches in general. What's your admirations level like for a guy like Chris Watt?
oh, off the planet. You know, he's got. You know, you don't use the word genius too often, but he's got the X factor, hasn't he, to understand. You know how animals work, what they need, and. You know, he won't be doing it all himself, and he'll be the first to tell you that. He'll have some tremendous staff, but he drives those staff, and you know, he deserves all the praise he gets and all the success he has. So you know, he won the race with yes, and you know, so he was pretty happy. I got a text off him after the race and after the footy actually. So he was pleased as punch with us, and we was pleased as punch with him. So.
Thanks everyone. We'll wrap it up there.
Thank you.
Cheers.